Good afternoon, I'm Reyes. Right now, emergency officials and New Orleans leaders are getting ready to hold a news conference, taking a live look now, giving us the latest on this effort to bring down the two large, unstable construction cranes. They are atop the site of the partially collapsed Hard Rock Hotel site. The city has not yet set an exact time for the implosion. Earlier, they said this could happen between noon and 5 p.m. Engineers from Europe and a lot of experts are there. Let's listen in now to the mayor. Okay, here is a slower portion, slowing it down there so you can see what happened. Look at that up to the left. That's the taller of the crane, about 300 feet high. That came down. Wow, can you imagine the sound as you're close to all of that? You see a lot of debris, then it's hard to see for a while what happened. But we initially saw the taller of the two. It came down. There we go again. You see, as the chief says, McConnell says, the arms would close. It would drop within the spot where it was put in place for the construction site, but it's the other one, the one that you see here. This one, it looked as though the arms came down from the initial video of the implosion, but for whatever reason, it is still sitting there and not completely down. You're about to show us how to make this. Let me try this. You said
Sure.
You need workers. You're short on people.
Yeah, you know, our busy season starts, and
I'm gonna have another one.
Please do so.
Rob Krieger's back here going, save some for me. It is a big weekend for Louisiana football fans, and the Hoodats are holding a pep rally right now. It's downtown at the Hancock Whitney Center ahead of the Saints matchup against the Falcons. Good afternoon, I'm Reyes. We begin with some breaking news. Thanks for joining us. At this hour, we're learning some new information in the investigation into Sunday's mass shooting on Canal Street. The time now is 10:24, and we interrupt your programming to bring you the latest on a breaking news story we have been covering all morning. A 5-alarm fire on St. Charles Avenue in the Garden District. It is one of those historic homes where the Rex Carnival crew stops on its traditional route. Let's go straight now to Josh Robertson for the latest on this fire. Initially purchased in 1906, and according to the Orleans Assessor's Office, valued at some $2.7 million. It's a toasting point for Rex. This is where, you know, the crew would stop on Mardi Gras as they made their trek towards Gallier Hall. It's just significant homes in terms of our carnival history here. If memory serves me correctly, when I interviewed Bill Grace in 2002 when he was Rex, the inside of that home also has an elevator. Along with that, it is just captivating. High ceilings, columns, just artworks, and it's just an incredible, repository for so much history for that family. You can get a real taste that there is something out there in the Gulf, something that's coming. In this case, it is Barry, and you can really sense how, like, it's just the strong gusts that are coming. That at some points, you know, it's hard to stand, or it's knocking things over. And I guess one thing people want to know is nobody came and knocked on my door, came into my house. They didn't ask me to come and check out for property assessment. Yes. So how do they do these assessments? What is it based on?
The sights and sounds of the Christmas season make for a special time in New Orleans. But 30 years ago, the holiday turned tragic for one local family when someone killed their missing loved one.
How would you describe Vanessa and your relationship with her? It's tough, I know.
19-year-old Vanessa Bodden vanished in December of 1989. She'd been missing for about 3 weeks when someone found her mutilated body inside an abandoned New Orleans building.
Got to bundle up with these temperatures that we're facing here, but it's carnival fun, and Mardi Gras has become a big deal over the year, hasn't it?
It really has.